It's hard to tell at a first glance, but I've updated the scene. Here is the platforms, grid and platform, and everything else is under the background object. And if you notice the ground that the player is standing on, if I go to navigation, I rebaked all the platforms, and I want the NavMesh to be based on a single axis. So I've separated a platform where the player is meant to navigate versus everything else, which is pretty much irrelevant. I haven't recorded myself, placing these objects, but they're pretty straightforward. You can download everything in the links below. And in this video, I would like to add some more changes. Things like another off-mesh link, because we only have the connection from here to here. We don't have a connection going from here to here. So let me duplicate the off-mesh link. Bring it here, and we want the connection to be something like this. Okay, that looks about right. So now AI can go from both sides, either from here or from here. Let me also change the name of the scene, or the folder rather. I'll change the folder name to latest scene to make it a little less confusing. I'm now going to turn on AI just for simple testing. I want to make sure that it works first. So if the player were here and I click play, the enemy should be able to go up the platform to the player. Okay, works fine. I think I should change the forward speed. It might be too low now. So jump normal, forward speed, I'll go 1.63. 1.63. 1.63. And here comes the important part. Let's say that the player is here, and I'm going to pretend there's another enemy here. This one's not moving. And if I click play, we see that the AI is no longer able to get to the player because the pathway is blocked. We want the AI to go up here, avoid the blocked passage, and go this way to the player. The AI has to recognize the obstacle first. So I'm going to add a component called NavMesh Obstacle. And I'm going to set up the size. I want it to be wide enough to block the entire pathway of the axes. Something like this. And I want this option. And only stationary option should also be turned off. So if I look at the path, we see that the character is now cutting off or carving off the pathway. it shouldn't be able to carve out the pathway if it's way too high like this. So let me go to bake and turn down the height. So that makes a little more sense. I'm gonna click apply. And make sure that the other character has it too. Okay. So now if I click play, we see that the AI is now avoiding this because there's no pathway from here to here. It's carved out. So the AI has to now go up here and down to the player. Okay, looks good. Now, this is a very specific situation, and there's still a lot of work to do with AI navigation. Over time, I'm going to be putting many different updates, and eventually we're going to have different enemies using different pathways to get to the player with varying attack types and so on. So this was just one of many steps, and I'll have more in the future. So that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching.